Hey, it's Bashan the Tough Mama, and I'm here to make my next project. So I'm gonna give you a hint. I've got some pieces of PVC pipe here. I have, of course, pallet wood because, well, that's what I've been designing everything with. I also happen to have some blocks from an interesting pallet that I found that had these perfectly square blocks on it. And I've got a whole bunch of these little guys, washers. All right, so what could I be making? Well, watch and see, and I'm gonna walk you through exactly what I'm making and how you can make one too. So here's what the finished project is going to look like. Inside the box is a game of washers and left, center, right dice. And you can play both games with all the supplies. Here are the cuts that you'll need to make and some of the supplies you'll need. You'll want to freeze this video so you can write that down. And you're going to want to make 2 boxes like this using those cuts. And we're going to start off with the cubes to make the dice. So sand those up nice and smooth. Until they have nice rounded edges and look like this. So the game set that we're making for this yard game has 2 different games. It has the game of washers, and it also has the game or dice game of left, center, right. And left, center, right uses a dice that has 3 dots. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3. And then it also has 3 letters, right, left, and center. So how do you do the letters and how do you do the dots? So the dots are simple. All you need is one of the washers from the game and just place it or eyeball it on the center and then use a pencil and just trace around it. And then what I did was use 2 markers, a fat Sharpie marker with the chisel tip to fill in the bigger areas, and then a thinner, regular, everyday Sharpie to do the tracing around the outside after I drew it out in pencil. So what about the letters? Well, I like to draw, I like to write letters, so I actually free-handed those with pencil. But if you're not able to do that, or that's not one of your strong suits, don't feel bad. You can always go and purchase some like house or address letters at any hardware store, and you can stick them right on there and just leave the sticker on and use that. Or you could trace around the sticker and do that. Just use your own creativity to create your awesome 3 left, center, right dice. Next up, we're going to make the center cups for the washer holders. You just trace a circle on a piece of wood and then take it over to a bandsaw, or if you have a jigsaw, you're going to want to cut that out. Once you get it cut out, you're going to want to smooth the edges down to your pencil lines and make sure that it's a nice, good, solid fit. And that'll keep your cups from moving around when you play the game. Now you just need to center your cup onto your boxes. You should have 2 of those boxes made. And again, make sure it's a nice, solid fit. And what I did was I just positioned the cup right in the middle. I eyeballed it, and then I used my tape measure to center it. Now you're going to take the pins, and I found this was a great way to keep track of all your washers. Take a pin, drill a hole in the side, stick that in, and now you've got handy washer storage that you won't lose your washers. Next, I spray painted those washers 2 different colors and went to work on staining the boxes. Now you're going to want to lock down the boxes together so you can attach the hardware. I did 2 latches, one on the top, one on the bottom. All right, now comes the true test. Make sure this thing is tight enough. Put it on there. Oh yeah, that's a nice tight fit. And then I also did some eyelet hooks on the side.